Can you hear that?
How about now? How about if I turn it up?
Yeah.
I'm flicking you off.
Can you hear it now? Can you hear it?
Well, if it isn't the leader of the Wiener Patrol, boning up on his nerd lesson.
They won't let you have any fun.
Here's another thing. The book can also be a hat.
It could also be a hat book club. Let's go, boys.
Can you hear my claps cheeping?
Ba-ba-ba.
My claps cheeping.
Your
Claps are
cheeks are clapping.
cheeking. Claps are cheeking. Let's go.
Yo,
Excuse me?
back at it with
We're back.
another episode.
We're just
Back-
going to address that. Got it.
Yeah. We're just gonna talk over Abraham.
Let's
All right.
go.
Let's go.
Woo! Yay.
Wait.
Everybody say hi.
Hi.
I'm not
We got
everybody. I'm an
Raquel
individual person.
in the
Hi.
house. We got Abraham in this hizzy.
Yo.
We got Brian.
Yo.
And
Nice,
your boy
let's go.
host Sway is moderator, and I'm talking over everybody. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Abraham, what book did we read today? This month?
We read.
Today.
What today? No, I read this weeks ago. Rabbits by Terry Miles.
Yeah, but this is not your job.
Yeah, no, but he
That's-
asked me the question and I answered.
Hey, did you know this book is also a podcast?
I did after I looked up to buy the book. I was like, wait, this
Did
is
you-
a podcast?
Did you listen to it?
No, because I didn't want
No.
no spoilers.
Is this podcast?
Me neither.
Podcast club?
This
No, this
meta?
book club.
Exactly.
I don't watch fucking previews to movies mostly, so I'm not
That's
gonna
right.
watch the whole
Same
goddamn
boat as that.
podcast.
I give him
like
30
that.
seconds and then I pull out, just like such.
Yep, just like normal.
Well, I'm done.
So Raquel, I got one served up just for you.
Okay, it's about a woman. Got it.
No,
Right.
that's later. I do have
Okay,
questions
alright.
about women in this book, but that's for later.
Brought to you by National Women's Month. Go.
What part of this book made you cry?
Oh my god! I totally thought about that at one point. I don't think I actually cried. Like I usually, you know how
Wow.
I tell you I
Wow.
cry every single time.
Wow.
Yeah,
This time
exactly.
I didn't actually cry. I think I kind of teared up with their friend, but even then it was so fast paced that I felt like I didn't have time to be upset about anything. And I was kind of a little too hopeful about everything as well. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
everything will come back to normal that I just didn't feel like I needed to be upset about it.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I don't think I really cried. I think most emotional time I was with the him talking about basically at the beginning of the book with the whole oh, you know what?
Baron.
You're gonna have to give me a minute because I actually do remember a time that I kind of choked up, but I didn't actually cry. But yeah, no tears were shed. Not a single tear.
Oh, it's a bad book. Okay, thank you,
It's-
Raquel.
All right.
Yeah.
Tune in.
took away
Tune in
3
next month when we.
Roast another book completely. So
We'll be talking, then I'll be like, that was the time I choked up. So
Okay.
we'll get
Okay.
into it.
That's fair. So if rabbits were real, you guys playing? Yes, throwing down?
Hell yeah.
Am I playing?
Are you gonna play?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, especially now that I know what the reward is. Hell yeah.
Well, even before the reward, there is shit like this in real life, but
It depends when the game releases and when Elden Ring came out.
Ooh, Elden Ring is a good game though.
Ooh,
But
that's a lot of clues. But
I don't know. I can see
Hey,
myself getting stuck into it. Especially if you find some like-minded individuals and you like working toward a common goal. Like I found that
Uh-huh.
aspect really fun, and
Uh-huh.
the prize wasn't bad. Basically, Oh well, I
whatever
mean,
you want
whatever you
and $1
want
trillion.
and a shit ton of money. Like that's like not a bad deal. Sure, you might
How many
lose some.
people had to die?
Yeah, sure you might lose some people along the way, but
Well,
I feel like you got
Really
some
just
of
go
them
on
back.
their bank accounts and
I
just
it
in your bank account now.
it kind of sounds like people can die, but it's not like really expected. But except for this last game where everybody died.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
they
but
made
that
it a
was
point to say that this last
also
game is pretty
well,
pretty
no,
different.
but the reason that they were dying wasn't because of the game. It was because of the guy killing people that were playing the game. So there's a
Sure.
difference.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, but if you're a normal rabbits player, you don't know that.
yeah.
Mm.
Like you have to
If
figure
you-
that out while playing the game.
Yeah, as you get eaten by an interdimensional ass fucking floating fart that just eats everything.
Num
Yeah.
num 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 num.
Num num.
Uh,
No. What name are you using?
Ooh, that's
I
a
did like
good
that.
one.
Because there were some. It seemed like there was a theme. There was like the magician, the Californian,
Fat,
or the Californication.
Yeah. Yeah, the
fat
magician
Then
man,
there
never actually
was
won though,
evil.
but like that was pretty
Fat
cool.
Man,
But
The
these are
what is
just
it? The murmur
the
or
murmur.
yeah.
Oh, okay. You're talking about not victory names, but like just
No,
your
yeah,
Like
username.
the
no,
Yeah,
actual
no,
yeah,
your
your
victory
username.
name. Yeah,
I,
whatever your victory name.
That's your username,
yeah, because
pretty
like
much.
the magician
Same
never
thing.
actually won. Um,
But
Yeah, but he won 5
that's the
but that
name
would
he went.
be
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be his name if he were to win. Yeah, of course.
yeah, exactly. So what's your
Uh,
name gonna be?
I
Hmm.
honestly would have
And
to.
if you win, it's gonna show up in 80s video games. So
I
if
know.
it's got to be good.
But here's the thing, like it would just be our usernames that we currently use. So whatever your
I
username
would
is
be
now,
I would be Twin Blast. Pow, pow,
Blast.
uh,
pow, pow.
Big booty popping.
Ooh,
I don't think anybody's gonna
damn.
understand the amount of hatred you have for that character.
Oh man, that guy sounds dark and mysterious. Bam, bam.
Notorious.
Twin blasts.
I really
Fuck.
like the fact that Fat Man wasn't fat. So like I kind of want something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. You want
Mhm.
a
Uh
oxymoron,
huh.
huh?
So you want?
Lady
Oh,
Gaga.
I got you. No, I was gonna say lady, but with two double D's.
Or the dude? Is that what you want to go
Lade?
for? The dude?
Huh?
Oh, that's a good one. The dude. I like that because I tend to go by lady. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see it. I see
So
it.
I guess my victory name would be Seth Kino. So there's that.
Twin blast. Bam, bam. That's lame.
Damn.
That's a lame name.
Well, like
Pick
no,
a
but
different
like
one.
Damn.
I you
That's
you
awful.
wouldn't change your
Oh,
name like
No, 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 no. This
Yeah,
is your
you're going on the
rabbit's name.
dark
It's
web. You're not going to use the same thing that's on your face.
exactly.
oh that okay
Something
that's
else.
fair.
Something else.
Fair enough. I think it would
Banana
have to be
avocado. Come on.
something. It would have to be something key related. I don't know.
Twin blast. Bam, bam.
Los
Twin
Javis. Yeah,
keys.
there you go.
Los Javes.
Los
I like
Javis.
it. You jingle them at people when they're
Los
looking for
Javis.
clues. They're like, "Oh, I think there's something on the underneath this trash can." Clink, 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 clink. Huh? What?
Gotta jingle my keys.
Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah.
Oh, Los Javes was here.
Yeah, Los Javis. I'll probably do that. I feel like
Alright,
that's
Ryan, what's yours?
Right.
Ooh.
Twin blast.
Um,
And remember, twin blast is taken.
would it be
Ooh.
would it would it be mildly amusing woman?
I know. Charming woman.
I was thinking something like chuckle-worthy non-gender.
Yeah, that'll work.
Gender loving chuckleheads.
Gender loving chuckleheads. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nah, she. Bunch of chuckleheads over
So
here.
you serious with Twin Blast, or you have a actual answer?
I said
Well-
it like 10 times, Abraham. How much more can I say it?
Okay, Twin Blast it is.
Shoot
Or-
from the hips.
Pew,
I'm
pew.
I'm bringing sexuality into it instead, and I'm gonna
Oh,
call
okay.
myself pan fucker
Well,
because you're
Pan?
but like
pansexual.
I need that to cook though.
You get it?
But I need that to
Pan
You
cook
just
though.
said hand fucker. I was like, that's like every teenage boy.
No, PAN.
So like
Yeah.
yeah, no, we got it. But I cook with
Got
that.
it, yeah. but please don't have sex with that. My
That's,
ravioli goes in there.
that's where I fry my eggs, please.
Never eating at Raquel's house.
Uh,
So,
so
so you're just
if
gonna
you had
walk around with a couple pop guns? You know, pew, 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 pew.
or
Yeah.
I could be 3 swords.
3 swords. Uh-huh.
I'm noticing a trend.
We are getting trendy.
Well,
What's
every
what's
what?
next? Quad lance? Like I don't understand.
The third sword's gonna be between my butt cheeks.
Oh, so not the
Oh,
Zorro
yeah,
angle.
yeah,
God, actually,
No, that's been done. I'm wear it like a tail.
oh, your techniques, your attacks would be so interesting.
Ah, oh no! Here, shink, shink, shink. 3 swords is here.
Was his legendary ass attack?
Come at you backwards.
Oh, you'll never see it coming.
yeah. Get some ass evil.
Yeah, three swords is pretty good.
That is pretty good. I don't know,
Maybe
I
pick
haven't found a good one for myself, I gotta think about it.
sponsored by Raycon.
Very fun.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Shadow Legends has won the game.
Uh,
All right, you
Okay.
have to choose one person from the book to help you solve rabbits. Who you picking?
The magician.
ooh.
You still like that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Damn. I think I'd pick Chloe just so I can get some goods while I'm running around, you know what I mean?
Uh, the
banger?
book never says she's hot.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah,
I don't care.
remember we're
I
talking
don't
about
care.
people well into their
No, he
30s.
thinks that she's
So,
attractive because he said that like the first time he met her, he was like,
No, that
"What
he's attracted to her, not that she's attracted. Attractive.
attractive?" Well, you know, that's
Tell
how
me. All right.
I'm not
What
the
do you
kind of
think?
person that needs to like be with someone just because they're attractive. So
As
I'm
long as
cool
they
with
have a
that.
big ass, I get it.
Raquel,
Exactly.
Raquel. Tell me, explain or describe Chloe's appearance. How you see her in your mind.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly, I didn't really like really imagine what she looked like specifically. I just imagine her as an
Exactly.
entity.
That's the point I'm trying to get across here.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
picture
that's what
she
I'm
had
saying
short
though.
hair.
I also
That's what I'm
picture
saying.
she
Like
had short hair.
her, I didn't picture short hair. I picture her with
I think
a
she's got
ponytail.
bangs.
I just
Yeah.
imagine
She's
maybe
got
she has
Curly
like a
bangs, curly
ponytail,
bangs.
long enough hair to
bangs,
be in a ponytail.
bangs
Ponytail,
and
yo.
eyeliner.
I didn't see
That's what she's
ponytails
got.
at all.
And also, she's she wrote a hit single back in the day. So back off her.
So she got that
I
moolah, huh?
she
That's what
just
she
seems
says.
like
That's why she can live in Seattle and work at an
yeah,
arcade. It's because she's
exactly.
working off the royalties of some song she wrote back in the
She
day.
just sounds like a
Yeah.
really chill person, and like all we would do is play video games all day and solve puzzles. Like, why wouldn't I want to hang out with that person all day and like solve puzzles with them? Especially
Chloe.
since she like actually can do shit. She like actually knows how to surf like the web and shit. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
she just is
were
like sounds
they?
like a really fun person to do stuff with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
she's definitely the, the friend in the group for sure. Like someone
Yeah.
that you can bounce ideas off and they'll,
Yeah,
bounce ideas
exactly.
back off of you.
But the only reason why you want to hang out with her so you can bang her.
Even though they never
Um
banged in the book. But yes.
Yeah, that
Well,
peeved me a
just
little
I don't
bit.
have to bang her. I said, like, I need to just, like, have her around and, like,
Yeah, do
maybe
stuff.
cuddle every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, I read between the lines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you want to edge the rest of your life. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can get it.
Abraham, who you picking?
Fucking my girl Emily. Yeah. Like
Emily.
someone that has an
Emily.
someone that has an
Yeah,
understanding of like the powers that I have. Fuck yeah.
yeah, that's
If
a
I
good
don't
I
one.
know.
I
I
didn't even.
have
got some weird vibes from her at the end.
I
I mean, the
didn't
whole
even.
time, but,
like sh-
like, why was she just holding back so much? Like, why didn't she just say it's Alan
Hold on, hold
Scarfield's
on, hold on,
house?
hold on, hold on.
yeah, we're
Don't
jumping
go there
ahead.
yet.
Yeah.
Jumping
I'm just
ahead.
saying,
But
No, no, no,
like,
no, 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 no.
I didn't get good vibes from her.
I have a question for that. Just
yeah.
wait.
So like
Okay.
so if we're starting off with the same same like predicament that Kay finds himself in, if we just step
Mhm.
into his role, like who would I take? It would be Emily because like
You
she has
called K
Yeah.
a guy? That's weird.
well like I
Right.
also wanted
Oh
to talk
no.
about I also wanted to talk about that later, but like fine. If we were just to step into Kay's role and everything, who would I take with me? It'd probably be Emily because she has an understanding, or at least somewhat of an understanding of the abilities that like the children have that ran the experiments. Even though she probably didn't go through the same extent as you, she can actually, control it. Where you kind of, so like if I could have her from the
So
beginning and kind of like
so you're
harness my
stepping into
powers.
the role as K, like as if you're K.
Oh, if that's just perspective that like,
Oh, that's
but
what
No,
I was
no,
even with
thinking.
it's no, no,
Good.
no. This is you.
if
You
it's just
get
me,
plopped down in this world, and you have to pick someone from the book to help you out.
then Emily,
Oh,
because like that ability that she has would it's she's literally the only one in the book with a
she has like
superpower. So
insight and yeah, that's true. And
I mean,
superpowers. I see that.
Swan's kind of has a superpower.
well, that's fair, but like I don't think you can take
Yeah.
Swan since she's like an arbiter. So
Why not? I
sh-
said anybody.
like she's not there to help people. She's just there to
I don't care. I said anybody.
I still probably choose Emily, I guess. But Swan
That's
is
fair.
that's a good choice if you
Or
can
or
do that.
Kay's friend maybe too. He's like really good at figuring shit out. Also, he like, figured all that shit out when he died. Like, that was
Oh,
when they
Baron.
still didn't know anything. They literally went up
Raquel,
and be like, "Yeah, a little interesting," and then
Raquel.
he was
If you could
like, "Yeah,
stop fighting a robot, what are you doing?
wait, really?
A little
Yeah,
bit. You're
Why
good
so
now.
bad?"
No, you're
you're
good.
getting pixely.
No.
Distorted.
Don't worry. I'll just cut something in, me saying like, "Shut up, woman," and then we'll cut to you not talking anymore, and nobody will know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. That's a
But
good idea.
so Baron. So you would
Sorry, Raquel. Finish your thought.
Oh, I was saying like he literally like they were like, "Oh, we found something really kind of something interesting," and he like figured out the whole fucking thing. Like he had like the box, he had the fucking wall, he had the song, like he had everything in like the beginning of the book, and then he died. So I was like,
That is
that's
true.
also a guy that I would have with me too because he like immediately figured it out.
But he did poop his pants, so you still want him? You want
He
him? You want
peed his pants.
you
That's
want a pants
different.
pooper? Is that
Wait.
who
That's
you want?
different. I'll the shit happens, bro.
You want a
Literally.
pants pooper? Huh? You're gonna be
I'll
one
take a
cleaning that
pants
up.
pooper. I'll take a pants pooper if it means I'm gonna win really fast.
I mean, he died,
Ooh.
so
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. If he doesn't die,
he
you
doesn't
know what
poop
I
his
mean?
pants.
Uh,
Then yeah, you win super fast.
Okay, Brian.
Besides the magician,
Besides magician, yeah.
all right, Brian.
no, also the magician.
Also, yeah, magician for sure, of course.
Yeah,
But he went
he
down a
was
rabbit hole
powerful.
that didn't go anywhere. Like,
What about
Uh,
Fat Man? Y'all are sleeping on him.
I mean,
I
he
He
got
mean,
has
murked
the whole
too,
mother. He has the
but
mother.
he wasn't playing though. That was his thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was
If he
he
was
was just checking on
playing,
the integrity of the game. He wasn't like playing.
that's true.
yeah, I'm sure everyone else also pictured him as Kevin James.
I
Batman,
imagine him like
Kevin Smith.
I imagine him looking like the guy. Oh my god, I can't. I'm so embarrassed I can't remember his name, but it's the ex-military guy that does the painting with the soft voice.
Bob Ross.
Bob,
The
yeah, it's
Bob
Bob
Ross.
Ross.
That's
Yeah.
what I imagine him looking
Really?
like.
Really?
Yeah,
I
but like
kind
a
of
even twiggier version of him, you know?
with the fro too.
Yeah,
Nice. That's kind of hot. I'm into that.
No, I envision him
right?
in a college short sleeve shirt and khakis, and trying to get shit done. But he's also
Mm,
kind of thick, but not fat. You know?
no,
No, they said he
khakis,
wasn't fat.
Yeah.
sweatpants.
No, I envision khakis, but
No, they do say sweatpants, but
oh, they do.
I'm talking cum stained sweatpants.
Oh, you think one of those,
Oh
huh?
god.
Locking your grandma's. Well, he was at the bottom of a
He
porn
was at the
store.
bottom of his porn store,
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
coming
You're
down
imagining
there,
like creepy shit. I get it. I get it.
Kevin Smith, got
coming.
it.
All right, who you
I
taking
guess
with you,
that's
Jose?
it. Yeah,
Uh,
The
I
magician
like
was
the
chosen.
magician.
He was chosen. You can't take it.
Magician was just no.
yeah. Pick another
We said it.
masterpiece.
We said it at the same. Damn it. Okay.
Take the thimble.
Um,
Technically, Brian said him twice, so
you
Like the
think
second you asked, I said it, and you're like, "Damn
I
it!" I
I
was.
know you did you fucking got me on that. I don't
It's
have
gonna
a
make me
backup
French. It's gonna make me French
I do
toast
not
when I
have a
win.
backup.
What else do I want?
because I didn't think anyone else was gonna pick the magician.
I mean,
Because here's the thing. You would think the logical choice would be to pick K because K won, but in reality, if you picked K, he would win no matter what. You wouldn't win. K would win every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He would just keep like slipping into dimensions where he won.
right.
That it's
He seems
bullshit.
very unreliable.
Yeah,
Kay's
fuck K.
definitely a woman, so just so everyone keeps calling him a guy,
Ah,
I don't know.
Oh,
I
you,
don't know
you,
why.
you,
see,
Wait, what?
see, that's the thing.
all right.
No,
Let me
okay,
put let me put a pin. You know what?
we can talk
That's
about it.
actually the last question I was gonna ask. Is Kay a woman?
Really?
And my follow up question is yes, she is.
Yeah,
What?
Kay's a woman.
Um,
yeah.
you can definitely see it both ways.
I
I think that
mean,
was the
No,
intention of the writer,
no, there was
because
no, there's no other way to say it.
he never gives K a
no.
gender.
I thought he says he all the time about it.
No, never
No,
says
no, it's
one.
Yeah.
just K. It's always referred
K.
to as K.
Yeah.
Just K.
So like you
Wow,
basically
so
as a
then
reader can
me thinking
decide what he
about
is.
Chloe, I mean Chloe or Chloe, whatever, is actually accurate because girl on girl shit.
Sure.
K's
If
definitely
that's
a
how you
woman,
want to
right?
perceive K, but yeah.
Are we in agreement?
I
Like
wasn't thinking that at all the entire movie. I mean movie. I read it like it was a movie. Book. I don't I don't know why I just never thought about that.
you can definitely take K as both.
K
It's
is the
really
lady.
I guess they never really talk about what Kay looks like or anything.
No,
And
nah.
no, they
Just
do not.
the clothes that K's wears and stuff like that. But you can
This,
basically
this,
build your own
oh my
profile of K on
god.
your own.
Damn it. Now I'm like imagining
I,
everything about it being a woman. And I
And
I mean,
never thought about it like
K,
that.
yeah, really.
Like for me, it was switching depending. Like sometimes I'll read K as a woman, sometimes I'll read K as a dude. Like it kind of flip flopped on me.
Here's
But
I read K. I read K as a as a lady, but my mental image of him is still a scrawny, shitty little dude.
yeah, I can get behind that. Like every time I would
Hmm.
envision him,
Pasty,
the
greasy,
no, I always envision him as like a nerdy dude that
weak,
like yeah, like he definitely wasn't strong.
white toast.
Yeah, go on.
I hate.
Like
I don't remember I don't remember the rest of it, but pasty.
he's definitely a nerdy type. Like
yeah, I mean, maybe I was biased because the audiobook was read as a woman.
Oh,
probably.
was it?
Yes.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it's weird that you don't know.
I know, like I read the no, I'm saying for you to think that probably. The
As a
audiobook
woman
was a
narrated
woman, but
a-
like
as
I disassociated that. Like you can like yeah, she's a woman reading it, but the character can be read either as a male or a dude.
yeah, but they normally like they
It's really
usually like I don't want to say butch it up, but like if they're reading as a guy, they it
They
they
man it up.
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe she perceived Kay to be a woman, so that's why she didn't do that.
I can't even
But
lie.
like if
I
you read the
literally was
book,
like I was at the end of the book and I'm like, huh, it's really interesting that I wonder I was like, look at that, another book about a guy as the main character. I wonder if anyone will say
oof,
something about that.
if
I
only you knew.
literally thought that. And
This
it's
book took place in Seattle. There's 0% chance that Kay isn't a lesbian.
I was gonna
Fair
say,
enough.
and then she's like,
that's what I'm saying.
let's.
Now that you're saying it, I see it, but I
They drink a
never
lot of
once thought about
wine.
it.
What are you trying
Exactly.
to
They
say?
drink so
I
much
drink
wine.
wine.
Oh my
I
god, you're
drink wine.
so right. But that's
Her
a
and their
I don't
girlfriend.
I've had guy friends that like
Yeah,
only drink wine. Like
he's
it's just not
Kay's
like
also friend with
it's not
Baron.
a weird it's what?
No, I say Kay's like Kay had male friends as well. So she only
Yeah,
had
I
two
just
friends, one female, one dude. So like you can kind of make.
and
I
yeah,
don't say
and
it's up to you
and then
what you
like
want
it
Kay to
was
be.
like I know, and I just naturally like went into like the natural thing of like
Yeah, yeah,
she has a
sexist.
guy friend and then she's yeah, like just like how normal shit is.
Wow, Raquel,
Just
that's a real, kind of fucked up way to see the world.
Very narrow minded. I
2022,
the
think.
the
Raquel.
when no one gives me a sex or a gender that I think
You
like, "Oh, this
default to
person's
dude? Wow.
Oh my
hanging out with
you
a dude, have like
poor
sleepovers with a dude,
oppressed
but is
stupid
getting
woman.
with a girl's girlfriend and then like, friend that happens to be a girl, and then getting with the girl later, the
That's
other
just
girl.
your
I just
internalized
never once thought
Internalized
about it.
misogyny.
Yeah,
Of what?
exactly. Because the patriarchy is just keeping you down.
Oh my god, damn
Look,
it.
we just
If
opened her
Kay
eyes.
if Kay
I
drove a
was
car, it would have been a Subaru.
I can't
Oh yeah.
I cannot deny that, like, I never mind, I totally lost my train of thought because I just can't get over this now.
Are you ready to get spicy? Same
What do you
question,
mean?
same question, but within our group, and you're only allowed to pick one.
Okay.
Who do you pick out of the book club to team up with to beat rabbits?
Ooh.
You?
Fuck yeah, let's fucking go. We're winning.
Ah.
Wow. Enjoy that second
Twin
place when me and Remy win.
He's not in the group.
Please run the group.
within us four, who do you pick?
Hmm.
Draw your sides.
Hold on, I'm reading and Ask Me Anything that the author did. People point blank was asking, what
What
did they
gender's
sit or
K?
stand?
Uh-huh. And he
Uh,
responded with whatever you want it to
they
be, like a
basically
coward.
said they yeah, purposely didn't put any pronouns and
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah,
I
no,
like hella
yeah.
respect the fact that like there's no description about whether the main character is a male
No,
or
nah, it's like a
that's
pause
just
on the
I
writer.
lazy.
I
Lazy
really respect
writing. No,
I
it's lazy.
not lazy.
It is lazy. What color hair does
It's
Kay
not
have? You tell me right
no,
now.
I don't care. It makes
That's
no addition to the story.
lazy.
There's no addition to the story with it.
I will get into this later. But lazy.
And like, am
But
I the
anyways,
writer? Or is he the writer?
within book club,
I
who are
respect it
you
because
picking
All right,
to
so
beat
I get
rabbits?
so
so
lost in that shit sometimes.
like so I know Brian doesn't like having like these deep conversations. He's just like playing games
It
and
doesn't
doing
it
things.
doesn't it doesn't have to be super deep.
Yeah,
It
If you
has
don't want
to.
it, if
go
you
with
don't
it.
want it, okay,
Nah, I'm
I
getting
okay.
really
there.
love puzzles. Host Sway really loves puzzly kind of things too, and we have very similar way of dealing with like that kind of shit. So I feel
So
like I picked Host Sway for that.
so wait,
Yeah.
how we getting
Fucking
that W,
rad.
huh?
Okay, so
Fucking
he
go.
picked Host Sway too.
Well,
I think everyone's crying because his name is Two Rabbit.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
it's a 2-for-1 special. It's like
yeah,
having
I
three
think he's
people.
already
Fucking...
won twice.
He has 3 swords, and
well,
one's in his butt crack. You can't really go better than
everybody.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Three swords is coming at you. Everybody can pick anybody. Like just because Raquel picked me doesn't mean no one else can. Like it's your own. You
Yeah.
only can pick one person, right?
I'm not gonna be offended. I'm just not gonna be friends with you anymore. But you know,
All right, you want that dub?
duh,
You want that? Let's fucking
damn.
go.
Sway's gonna hang up to me at night and be like, "Wow, I am just amazing."
They all love me.
Oh no, let's flip this shit. Also, who would you pick?
Yeah.
Um, do do you think cloning machines are a thing in rabbits?
Can I just get a mirror?
Well, actually, it's a possibility with the whole like melding of the universes and
Oh,
shit. So
true.
in the
True,
multiverse.
true, true.
The other
So you
one
just pull a
like
different
that.
version of you. Fuck that. Fuck all y'all. I'm picking me. Come on,
I
other me.
that.
Let's go.
okay, okay,
Can't do that.
okay. Can't do that. Can't do that.
God.
So here's the
What
thing.
do they have to do in the game?
Why
I
are
do
you
a
like
lot
You
of.
have
making us
to.
feel so offended by you not picking one?
What?
Pick
No,
Well,
I'm
here's the thing.
trying to explain my reasoning
uh,
here.
okay,
Because
okay.
honestly, I don't, as of right now, I don't actually know who I would pick. To be 100% honest with you,
Yeah.
if we had to
Yeah.
go and step out into the
It's like
world, and it's me and you against everybody, and potentially, because clearly, we're
One
gonna
of us
split
is
those.
gonna die.
one of us might die, but then we'll get brought back. We'll get brought back. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
Yeah,
has
it's
to be
fine.
what you really like. You have to like that person enough. That's what
Yeah,
you like.
exactly.
That's what the computer thought you would want most in life. Is to-
And
Okay.
yeah,
and not just a
exactly.
wheelbarrow for your junk. You know, like
Plus, I assume the money that you win is enough for its retirement money, right? And of course, enough that you
Yeah,
could probably split that money a couple times, and everybody's sitting
yeah,
good for the rest of their life, right?
No, it's
it's
stupid
Squid
money.
yeah.
Games money.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good
Oh
example.
no,
Squid,
Squid Games money.
it's way more than Squid Game money, but like,
You assume you okay, so at the very least, it helped Alan Scarpio on his journey to become a billionaire, right? It
yeah,
probably did like 90% of the work getting him there, right? So we're
Mhm.
talking buku bucks.
buku money.
Okay. Yeah, what's
Enough
your point?
so um damn, what was my point in all that?
Enough that you can break it off.
Oh,
If you both
So
have it
rich.
and not
so
want to kill each other for it.
exactly, because we're gonna split it, right? Like, there's no way we're not
Sure.
gonna split it.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends how
I'll buy you
what
coffees every
ledge we're
once in a while.
standing on.
Fine.
How close we are. It's all about proximity, I swear. Really, if we get down
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
So,
If we're
You just have
driving
to
in that
move
truck,
closer
one of
to
us might
me.
get pushed down.
and also, I also think that both of us have to agree on the wish, whatever the wish is, too. Because it can't be
Okay.
like, I'm getting gold-plated boots, and you're getting a big, like, you still get money, but you're not getting these boots, baby. These
Ooh,
are one of a
sorry,
kind.
no
Uh,
jetpack for you.
Tick, tick,
uh,
tick, 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 tick,
Ooh,
tick, tick, tick. So,
okay,
it
so
ha-
Jose's picking his partner based off of having the same
well,
gift in the end.
yeah,
All right.
because
Well, like,
So,
we have to,
who are
okay,
you picking?
imagine, Raquel, okay,
Are you
okay,
so you're
imagine,
picking Abraham is what you're saying.
Raquel, imagine this.
ah,
Raquel, imagine
but
you and the person you pick
Okay.
run into a genie lamp, and the
Okay.
genie only has one wish.
Yeah.
Would you not want there to be an agreement on what the wish should be when you get there? You know what I mean? Or it's not some like, I want world peace, and you're like, well, I want tacos to rain from the sky. This can't happen. You know what I
I need
mean?
Taco
It,
Bell to bring
Mhm.
nacho fries back. Like,
yeah.
what do we agree on over here?
I
I
want a
guess
sandwich.
it
but
kinda would go
here's the
that
difficult
way.
part. Like,
Probably go that way.
it's all
Like,
predetermined, right? Like the
Nah,
algorithm figures it out on its own. It doesn't
yeah,
no, no,
ask you
no.
yeah,
what
it
you
knows
want.
what you want.
No, no. See, you and your buddy just have to keep saying it out loud over and over again, and then it'll pick up on it.
Oh,
It did imply
Every
that like it's been following you for like a long time and knows what you would want. Not like
exactly.
I
Yeah,
think
like
it's been
before
talking
you were
about
born.
a curved monitor for the last week.
You
So
Keeps
see,
hovering
but
over it on
if I were
Amazon. I don't know.
to say if I were to
ooh,
say
it's a good
that,
monitor
then
though.
I'd probably pick Brian because I feel like you and
there's a
I would have very similar like
okay. And
that.
the last point to bring up is also to play rabbits. It seems like you have to be slightly like schizo to like uh
Yeah,
find the clues because the clues make no sense.
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta be able to see patterns in things that most
Don't
people.
exist,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So who?
Who's been like that? That's
No,
probably me.
out of us four. Oh my God, you're right, Raquel. It might be you.
I literally had night terrors my whole childhood. I
Let's
literally
go.
saw shadows that weren't there. I went to a behavioral center because of stuff. Like lived, I've actually felt really connected to the character in a weird way just because of all that shit. So yeah, I'm probably
Sorry,
Not a weird
boys.
way.
I'm hugging Raquel back. We're getting that dub.
Here's the thing, it's like Brian's really good at like video games, so he'd be very easy for him
yeah,
to fucking figure out like the puzzles because it seems like a lot of the
exactly, yeah.
puzzles are within games, and also
No, not. I
Right.
mean, not all of them.
well, like
Some of them were. There was that one
no, I
about the
said a lot of
painting.
them. Yeah.
The
Oh, that's
painting
I
true.
was
mean,
like, and the whole clue that there was one extra window.
Yeah.
I think the only reason I didn't think Brian was because I just felt like he'd be like, we have to go all the way over there to do that. Like I feel like Jose would be like, let's get in the
What do you
car,
mean?
let's
Baron
get
barely left his
go.
house.
That's
Yeah, and he died there.
and Brian would be like,
Same,
you're
same
right,
thing with the
yeah,
fat
actually,
man. He
you're
barely
right,
left his
you're
little
right. If
hideout.
you're my
uh,
Baron, Brian, you will, which
a
ironically
guy
your names are
watching porn at the
similar.
house. Okay.
Exactly. Then I
I've accepted my fate.
I can't stop coming.
See, I would pick Seth, but what if I want to like find clues after 8 o'clock?
Oh, like, no, these fucking Chloe made it happen. That bitch went to work and was doing shit.
You're gonna be way too busy for for the game.
No, 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 no.
Abraham, we gotta, Abraham, we
We
gotta
gotta
go.
call someone. You're
Oh,
like, my phone's been dead for a week. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, yeah. These are all fair
Abraham,
things.
we've been looking for you.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I was getting shit done.
My
It was
phone's
just
been dead the
called
whole
you
time.
Because I
for hours.
can also fall into some rabbit holes and just start looking into things and seeing where it leads me. So
That's true. That's true.
Damn,
We
that's
all. I
true,
think we
Abraham.
all kind of have that
Abraham,
way about.
how you trying to get that dub or what's going on?
nothing but
Going
dubs up
on?
in here, baby.
Nothing but
Woo!
dubs raining from the
Hey,
skies.
Swish. So we
Yeah,
would
I
all
would pick
pick a.
Raquel,
we really should
but
just be
we'd
like
be
all four of us
Listen,
working
yeah.
together.
Why
We
are
don't
we being
have
so
to
strict?
be one
Obviously,
person.
there's groups that are way bigger than just four
Yeah, that's
people.
what I'm saying.
That's true.
We just
We're
That's
go-
true.
we're
Here's
all
the,
getting the dub.
here's where it becomes the issue, and who gets their name in the circle?
Whoever
I
It
wins.
don't
only
care.
get it's
Listen.
exactly
So
who's
like,
gonna get the name in the
listen,
circle.
rock, paper,
listen.
scissors at the end.
If
Yeah, I get
I get a
that.
cut of the pie, that's good enough for me. I can fix a lot of my issues with just money.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same.
Oh, also Raquel, I would pick you, but I feel like we'd end up at the mall buying ice cream. Be like,
You
This is
know
good
what we
enough.
would be doing is we'd be like going towards the clue, and then we just stand there for a second, forget what we're doing, just have
just
some
bullshit outside.
conversation for like an hour.
Just
No, like,
bullshit till for like at 2 hours and go, oh shit, somebody else
Like,
won.
oh
It's crazy.
shit.
So,
That's true. We
how
Brian and I
long?
can't be in the same room for that. How long
Bunch of
what?
hungry little hippos.
I-
Um, how long would you have waited to until you broke into your friend's apartment?
a lot less than two
Oh,
fucking weeks. Tell you
yeah,
that
2
fucking
weeks is
much.
way too long.
Like, like if one of you
I would've
guys would come to my house almost on the daily, and
Yeah.
by day
yeah,
2, I'm already calling. By day
yeah,
3, I'm knocking, and by day 4, I'm breaking it. Like,
yeah.
like 2
What,
fucking
what?
That's
weeks. Holy
insane.
shit.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
That's a
that is a long time.
long fucking time to not check up on
That's a long
somebody.
time. Also, I wouldn't have left him alone.
Oh hell no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was up with that?
bro.
Oh, I'll just go to sleep. No, you'll die in your sleep. We need to get you some food
Literally.
now,
It's like, bro, you
like right
just
now.
pissed your pants
It's
for a
like,
whole week.
man, just take a shower and we'll see you in the morning. It's like, yeah.
It's like,
Like,
yeah,
I can only imagine his face was distant the whole time. Like he was doing that 1,000 yard
yeah.
stare the whole time. And
Yeah,
like
how do you just leave him?
you do
How'd
not
you
leave a
leave like
friend
that?
for many years.
I would be like, just let me sleep on the couch in the living room. Like, I just need to be here, make sure
Yeah.
you're okay.
Like
Or he like has shit in his pants. He's like, I'm just gonna take a shower. It was nothing.
It
It's like,
was no biggie. So if I kick that door in, and Brian just got a puddle of cum in his fucking lap,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
skin and bones, and I'm talking everywhere.
it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
First
Yeah.
thing
been a
I'm
good weekend. Yeah.
You're getting a
yes,
paper towel.
like,
No, no, you're getting a tube and you're gonna see how much it was.
Wow.
nah,
oh yeah,
first thing I'm doing is
Measure
getting
it.
the
first
fucking ointment for that fucking skin rash
first
he
thing,
has going.
yeah. Ointment for the skin burn. Ice pack for his elbow for sure. But
Oh,
I'm getting a tub, literally getting a tub of applesauce, and I'm force feeding you
yeah, hell yeah.
until like you know what I mean. And you're not leaving my sight. Like if I don't understand, he's skin and bones,
I
looking
know.
like
Guys,
look.
guys, does no one remember when the fappening happened?
Oof.
I don't want to remember
That
anything of that.
It's probably something similar that
that
happened to
sounds
him.
so familiar.
So
It was
how you just
good
gonna leave
enough.
how you just gonna leave your buddy like that?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
like,
that
granted,
was
yeah,
I was
he's an
like,
adult. I think he was 38, but like, fuck, dude.
yeah. I guess I do understand that, but it's like, bro, you like literally pissed your pants. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think ego or whatever is allowed to be in this moment.
But
Like
they're just
you're
yeah.
hitting rock bottom right now, you know?
but they're just like, all right, take a shower. We'll grab some breakfast in the morning. Like that man can't even that can't eat solid foods. He needs like pudding.
He needs
They
medical
fucking
Yeah.
attention.
they walked out with the finger guns, like, see you tomorrow, champ.
Which
Jeez.
makes me think,
But yeah,
why Kay's a woman.
Yeah, well,
definitely 3 days.
now that I'm imagining
Definitely.
Kay as a woman, I'm like, I can understand, like, wanting to, have the space, like, because you know, guys and girls are the same kinda thing, like, when there's, like, a guy in the room and they're like, "Hey, can I get some privacy? I'm gonna go, into the go to sleep or whatever," like, guys will respect that, and it goes the other way around, just like an
Yeah,
unspoken rule, so I can see it now for that. Before, when I was seeing Kay as a guy, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? That's your bro, like,
right.
hang out with
Yeah.
him,
And like the
you can
magician,
sleep in bed with him, it's not gonna be weird,"
the
you
magician
know?
was gone for almost a similar amount of time, and like family was getting phone calls. Like Emily was going, or not Emily, fucking
Oh,
uh,
Chloe.
Chloe?
Chloe. Chloe was like calling around, just like, has anybody seen him? Like they're like, nah.
I
And my
know,
boy
I was like,
Baron
"Nah."
barely got a knock on the window.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah,
Well, I
exactly.
think it's because after he died, they were like, "Yo, this is kinda crazy, we need to be, like, really on top of shit,"
yeah.
but still. So,
But
I
yeah,
mean,
definitely not no
they
two
gave
weeks.
reasoning here and there. They were like, "Yeah, like, he's taking a new job, he's really invested, he's just
Yeah.
doing a lot of stuff, like, I get it," giving
No,
him his
But
space, but it's just yeah, that was too
no,
long.
but okay, but like, imagine if okay, do we need a fucking SOS picture to send to each other?
I liked that whole towel shit. That was something else. That was
But
cool.
but, but imagine I send you, a thick ass giraffe, which is our
Uh-huh.
code word for help. I need help.
Fake
yeah,
trees. I
Okay.
like fake trees.
yeah, a
Tree with
big,
ears.
thick, round assed, long necked giraffe.
Seems rather specific, but
It
yes.
it's looking
Okay.
over from behind.
Yeah, yeah, licking its lips. So imagine I send you that, which means SOS, gotta
Yeah, yeah.
answer, and you don't answer to that. How are you gonna wait
Yeah.
another like 4
I
days?
wouldn't yeah, that was something else.
Yeah.
that's
I was
weird.
like,
But
"Yo, you guys are being stupid."
I also think that they
Nope.
waited way too long before they broke into the magician's office.
Yeah. Like, and he was still in
Um,
there. Yeah, like
He
he was still in there, but he was definitely distant. And then like they
no,
waited way
no,
too long to confront him.
oh,
Are
like,
you talking
after
about?
no,
That?
he disappeared?
no. When he disappeared for good,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
they
mean,
had
I don't
they haven't
know.
seen him in like 2 months. Like, all
To
right,
me, it's like I I kinda, like, get it to an extent just because it's like you wanna respect their shit, like, especially since he's been such, like, a
Reclusive
father
guy,
figure
anyways.
kinda
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
Yeah, like, someone that you respect, like, you know, I still wouldn't go through someone's shit even if they were, like, disappeared just because I just feel like it's just such an invasion of privacy. I do understand that, like, it's a different situation because it's a this game is going on and all these things are happening because of it, but, like, I think it's the respect level that made sense to me about it. I don't know.
no, no. Once people start dying, I'm gonna
Yeah, start checking about
get
people.
real.
Start investigating.
knock
No one
knock.
needs privacy no more. I
Oh yeah,
mean, I'd be cool with you guys going through my shit if it meant, something happened to me and it'll find a clue to finding me.
yeah, yeah,
I'd be fine with that.
What's how long
I'd hope
until?
that you could keep that to yourself, what you find, but, like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, how long can we start rummaging through that panty drawer? Brian was asking.
For a friend, of course.
For,
for
a friend,
friend
for your safety, of course.
for you.
It was in
No, I'm
order to
really
find
fine
you, of
with
course.
it out in my panty drawer, so I don't care.
Brian,
N
what's going on?
Damn it! It didn't send the picture.
Oh, no. Oh, what are you
So,
sending?
Kel, I didn't hear what you said. How long specifically?
I
To
don't
the hour?
know. The hour,
the
20 minutes after I disappear, I think that's about right, right?
Remy,
Did
step
you say?
no,
aside. This
Did
is
you
what
say
you
four
wanted.
hours?
Over the 20 minutes before I was recording.
Remy, step aside. Does she wanted this?
I'm playing
Wanted
a game, Remy. You wouldn't understand.
a
The
really
fate of
hard
the
game.
universe.
She went to the
Hey, the
bathroom.
multiverse.
The
She didn't
multiverse.
respond to my oh my god, Brian. It's SOS.
I gotta see the tread
No.
marks for the
Like,
multiverse.
ooh. It's the there's clues in here, Remy. You wouldn't understand.
It's the patterns. The patterns.
Oh,
I have
This
these same
one.
ones. You know what
What?
that means?
Connection.
Wait, this has been Remy's store the whole time.
we're
That's what
going
happened.
to Bangladesh.
Remy's like, but that's my drawer. Shut up.
Shut up.
I'm sleeping.
I know what I'm
Pass.
looking for.
Oh, I know it's your drawer, Remy. That's why I'm here.
Told Mikhail to take a 20-minute walk.
Never again. Uh,
Uh,
this
That
is
was
why I
smooth.
don't
all
put
right.
my phone on Do Not Disturb when I go to sleep. I don't want people rummaging through my panty drawer. So,
So
That's the only reason.
3.5 hours.
only reason.
All right.
All right,
Right.
let's start getting into some of the cons of the book. What really grinded your gears about this book?
Uh,
Okay.
Um.
I, d- I don't have a specific thing,
Yeah.
but I did have a good comparison for this book. And I would call this book the hand job of books.
Oh
Because it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
edging you the whole time.
Or like,
yeah.
I would never hate getting a hand job, but that's not
It
what I
would be,
really like.
Came
but
here
like,
before.
what I
like
really want.
like
So if
I could,
this
book
If you would
myself
just,
if I wanted
if
to.
you would just put your head down a little further, then it would be a
Yeah,
lot better.
like I kept waiting for it to
so
happen, and then it's just like its arm got tired, and we watched TV. Like, you know,
we she put on Golden Girls. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, actually, I just realized there was one part of the book that I was like, "Ah, come on." Um, that was actually at the end of the book when Swan comes in, and I was like, "Really? You're having this conversation?" He's like, "You, no!" Like Crow, like,
This
talking
won't
to
bring
Swan.
back your daughter. Or she's like, no.
And I was
She's like, you gotta stop.
oh
He's like,
yeah,
no, I won't. I'm so all this the exposition dump that he does, and the whole reason why he's doing all
yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
And then, like, Swan him being like, "How are you here?" And she's like, "Bam, bam, bam." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, I swear I've seen this conversation, like, 20 times in my life in shitty films." So,
Yeah,
I was like, "Damn, that sucks," like, that they put that in there at the end. I was like, "If the book fucking ends here, I'm gonna be so pissed."
Yeah. Like
But it
so.
didn't, so I wasn't that upset about it.
So for me, a con was I don't know, like Emily. She had an alternate reality with Kay. I kind of wish they would have hinted to that more throughout the book, and not
yeah,
just kind
They
of
did
dump
at
it at
one
the
point.
end.
absolutely.
They did hint it. She was
They
like, "You're
no,
Well,
reminding
like
me of someone
they
I
hinted that
know."
she was hiding something, but they never alluded to the fact that like they had a life together.
They
they
did though.
Um,
When
no.
she's when he
She
when
literally just
When
she just
Crow's in Kay's office, she gives Kay the look and like, "Oh man, like I wish you would recognize me." Like they don't say that, but you get that vibe that like she's talking about a different version of Kay. Like I got that vibe immediately when
I
she
need more
said,
than a vibe.
"Remind me of someone I
what
know." I was
yeah,
like, "You're just
literally
talking about another version of Kay."
the only thing you get is she gives you a big expedition jump at the end of the book.
yeah,
We were married. Oh
Yeah.
damn, you're in love with someone else. Darn, shoot. Okay, well, see you later.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
I kind of
well,
wish they would
it
have
sounded
built
like
that up
she was
more.
accepting that, and then the end of the book happened, and it's like, "Chloe, you're back," and I'm like, "Oh, so she is just accepting that." Like,
Right? If I
Yeah,
don't remember my whole life, it doesn't matter. Bother me.
does
It doesn't
man.
count.
yeah. Like
I only spent 4 years looking for you.
Emily's outside looking through the window crying.
yeah, like
Okay.
so the algorithm could
Let me
only
have a threesome first.
yeah, the
What are the
algorithm could
kids
only
gonna do?
build a reward for you based off the memories that you have or the memories that you can remember, not like the long life that you had with someone else.
Oh my
And
god, you think that was the original plan? Like, um, he what the fuck's his name? K gets sent off to win rabbits, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll just use my wish to come back to you."
Yeah,
Right?
dude. Like, it's like,
And Yagurum's like, "No,
yeah,
what are you
it's like
dumb?"
that's stupid. Lol. Yeah. So there was no weight to that. Like
Exactly.
yeah, she had a like if they would have just like built it up some like
They're
even
wearing
if
matching necklaces the whole time, or
yeah, like oh like
Alright.
they like hey, I have a necklace like that. Something like would it's like oh shit, they have a history.
You know, they did
Um,
like they brought up like a couple things that I kind of he was like okay, was like, "Oh, just that feather smell. Ah, so familiar." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You never talked about that smell." And then at the end of the
oh,
book, they're like, "Oh, that familiar feather smell." And I'm like, "Oh, this is where the connection is." Like there were like really tiny things that connected
yeah.
the whole like truck
Yeah.
scene or whatever, but they were so small that yeah, you couldn't really
yeah. It turned
like
that
Yeah.
moment to an oh
get
my
the
god
idea.
to like, oh,
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
all right.
Yeah, like
This is happening now.
Instead of like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
oh, I
yeah.
knew, or it's just
and,
like,
and
sure.
the ending, like yeah, it's cool that like she got Chloe back, but like you kind of feel kind of weird about it because like
Yeah.
Emily just gets fucking sidelined hard. And, like
I
it's like she basically gets just like like when you're playing football and you just stiff arm her. It's like it's like
Yeah.
"Ah, bitch. And
I just like I think that's why it made me like really not like Emily at the end because I was like, "Yo, like this all just happened and you're just like not you're just dipping,
yeah,
you
there's
know,
kind of
and
like
like
no
you lied
resolution
to
there.
Jane so many times." It just felt really weird. I just felt like I couldn't trust Emily. Even though she like gave the whole like, yeah, we were married, blah 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 blah. And then they did have like, Kay remembers a bunch of stuff. Even then, the fact that like all of that happens and she just dips after, like doesn't come back, I was just like,
And maybe
that
she
seems
fucking
really
died.
untrustworthy. She
Yeah.
died?
Maybe. I mean,
No, no,
that's
she
Maybe.
the
no, she was alive
yeah.
because
She
Giants, you
just
said you're
can't.
Wait,
gone.
I got a question for you guys actually.
Okay.
ooh
Uh-huh.
Do you guys know what
Yes.
Kay's wish was? Like the granted wish?
yeah,
Because I
Chloe.
like are you sure it was Chloe?
Yeah, to get Chloe back.
I
That's what it seemed like. Yeah.
thought
I mean, she
well,
started existing again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
like
I
She
don't
was
think
alive.
so though.
What
Because
do
the
you think it was?
magician came back too. I think it's that
Her
that like the
friends.
wish was like to make the world like not fall apart.
Oh yeah, he fixed it. Because he beat the game.
Yeah, but I
He fixed the timeline.
just because he fixed the game, he beat the timeline, right? But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was.
like that had to do with like his wish or something too.
Oh
I don't
yeah, I'm
know.
sure he was like.
Well, he wants to live in a
Uh.
world where like you can phrase your wish and do both, right? Like obviously he can't have Chloe if there's no world, right? So you kind
Yeah.
of like
Assigning pronouns to
I
this
see what you're saying.
neutral gender.
yeah, so like
Uh-huh.
the wish was to have a life with Chloe.
Which seems kind of fucked up when you think about it, because like the
Yeah, and
game
like
like
questions free
ruined the
will.
world.
Yeah.
Well, no, the game ruined the world, and it's like, I know what your wish is, to fix the world, right? Well, don't worry, I got it. You're like, whoa, that's not my wish. Of
Yeah.
course that's my. Well, of course that has to be my wish because you ruined the world.
Yeah.
Like, what if it's like, I want to cure cancer? What are you gonna do then?
Yeah. Like
I don't
it's
know. I just don't see how I don't where in the book does it like where at the end does it like give you that idea that it was specifically Chloe was the wish?
because
That
Chloe
just
Because
knocked
he
on the
ended up
seems
with
door.
Chloe.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
because he ended up with Chloe.
yeah.
Because the magician says something like, either you already have your wish or it's on the way. And then Chloe shows up like, hey guys, I'm back.
oh, Scarpio says that or
Yeah, no, yeah.
something?
The magician
Yeah,
doesn't say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
Scorpio says that. And
Oh, yeah, sure.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, if you don't have it yet, it'll be here shortly. If you don't,
Okay. I see
and
that
it's like
then.
check your bank account because
that's one of the
because
I guess
things.
that makes sense because it's like how did she know to go there? So I guess that was like the idea that like she showed up there because she's the gift,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
And I think Scorpio called her, but yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpio answered his phone,
Yeah.
her phone.
And
Mhm.
so
Yeah, good system
Brian,
restore.
Brian, what was your con?
That I wanted it to like like jump in to like the
the other world.
multiverse
Yeah.
shit, and then it just kind of like was like, nah.
Yeah, it
It's
gave you
just
like a tiny taste with Emily
yeah,
with going on the train or whatever.
like a
That
dry
that was it.
candy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah.
I thought of another con too, but we can keep talking about that first. Unless
what's your
no,
second
I'll
con,
just
Mikhail? It's okay.
oh,
You can have
the
two.
next con was that like Kay just kept repeating like,
Oh
yeah, the
my
circle with the
god.
triangle, and I'm like, I
Oh,
get it that that's
You
what you
know,
saw.
One
I
more
know what
time.
you're talking about. You said it 12 times,
oh,
like,
like the
and with like
struggle at the camp,
multiple things.
guys. Me at the camps. You really learn to survive
Oh,
at the
I
camps.
see what you're
You
talking about.
oh
really.
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
god.
Yeah. That and
You know
I
what?
didn't feel that way in that book, but in this book, I felt it. Like,
Yeah.
this one, I was like, because it was not even just a circle and a triangle, it was like, yeah, but this was not normal. This was a different car." And I'm like, like, you know how many times this shit has happened to you now? You should be used to seeing weird shit. It's just like,
Yeah,
"But
even that one
this
chick says,
isn't
yeah, it's
normal."
kind of like the common calling card. It makes it seem like, or it lets you know that you're going in the right direction. So you're gonna see it a lot. And but yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how are it's like we're over halfway through the book. How are you still being like, but this isn't normal? It's like this song has different lyrics too. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, yeah. All yeah, my
He
biggest
like
con.
saved it for the most part, but even then, still bothered me. But you go.
This book's written pretty badly.
Um,
Am I the only one who feels
like
that way?
I just
I
didn't
felt
like
that way at the
how.
beginning. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty not a like. It's not written very well.
The beginning of the book, how it opens up, I was like, it just felt very elementary.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, so my biggest thing is anytime Kay would ask somebody a question or somebody would ask Kay a question, Kay's responses are just like, "What does that mean? What? What does that mean?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit! What does that mean? What?" And everything. And people ask him questions a lot,
yeah. He's like,
Um,
or Kay's like constantly acting like they don't know anything, or just
and it's like
yeah,
really fucking annoying. And like, um, they say "holy shit" so much in the book, like it becomes annoying to read it again,
oh really? I only
Holy
noticed it like a couple times. I don't remember them saying that
bro.
much.
What else I got?
I remember
I
it.
also it seems like the guy like introduces characters and then he stuffs them down a memory hole until he needs to pull them out again. Like
yeah, like I
like he
struggled.
did sorry, dude. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like to your point, like yeah, like he does this a few times in the book where like something will happen. It's like, oh, that reminds me of this, and then he goes on about that. Like he does that a lot. Like I wish he would like instead of bring you up to pace at the after you make that revelation. I wish he would like build it up in the beginning, slowly giving you hints so you can understand it when it gets revealed later on, instead of giving you this like, oh, I had this dream, and then like
Yeah,
you'll
yeah,
discover something, and then you see Kay's why is this relevant to Kay after the fact, and not like slowly building it
right.
up. I had a problem with
Right.
that. Like
I was thinking
that was
that
starting to
too.
get annoying because he did it a few times,
He
one or
just
two
busts
times.
his nut like
Like
immediately.
Yeah,
all the
like
time, honestly.
it's like just
Even at
build it
the
up
end, he
slow.
was like, "Oh yeah, this reminds me of my dream," and I'm like, would have been cool is if we got a little bit of that dream. But then he's like, "Oh,
Beforehand.
but
Yeah,
yeah." Then
Yeah.
he's like, "Well, I only remembered it just now." I'm like, "Okay, I
yeah.
guess that's why you didn't say it before." So, like, there was, like, reasoning for,
yeah.
like, everything, right? That I couldn't be at that moment, like, I couldn't carry the anger towards it because it was like, "Oh, there is reasoning." But, yeah, like, throughout the book, I was like, "Okay, why do you have to, like, only bring up every explanation of how it reminds you of something after you've already experienced it?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what so like it feels like Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no build up, but there's no foreshadowing. So everything just feels
Exactly.
Yeah.
so. When things happen, they feel since they happen so quickly. You're like, oh, okay. Kay and Emily are married. That's cool. That's another thing that's going on. And
Yeah.
then it's never like they come and go real quickly. He doesn't expand on any of these uh ideas he throws out there. Like that whole thing about like Murmur when they're like, oh man, Murmur might be a murderer, and then
Yeah, yeah.
and that's it. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
Like,
then
Oh,
Murmur's
right.
gone from the book.
yeah.
So you're like, okay, and then Murmur's missing. So you're like, oh, okay, like then why did you like
That was
why did we have to meet
so
that character?
Yeah.
why did the police knock on their window in the middle of nowhere to be
Well,
like,
that's
"Guys,
another
you
thing.
ask some question." I was like, "What the fuck?
What
Why did you have to bring that in here? That made no
ex-
sense."
exactly. Yeah, he's just like, oh, because he explains he's like, oh, there's a detective with a cut under his lip, her lip,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay,
Okay.
that's a pretty weird. Like, why did you call that out? And then he doesn't bring her back until she knocks on the window.
Yep.
Like,
And it's like, why are you parked in front of the police station? Like, why are you there? Why is the police there? I was like, "Is this a
Done with
small
traffic.
town?" And then I was like, "Wait,
yeah,
no, we're in Seattle. That's not a fucking small town."
Yeah.
and then they take off, and
Yeah. The
detective's
cops
just like, well, all right, well
yeah,
that's
I was
done, I
like
guess.
It's like I
That's
wasn't questioning you or
prelude to the
anything.
cops showing up now and, like, arresting them in the
Because
middle of
like,
the
because I
fucking
feel like they're
game.
being questioned for murder, right? Like you
Yeah,
don't like, just
absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't like just let them. It's
Not
like,
for like
oh,
a
okay,
broken tail light or
"Alright,
some
well, I'll
shit.
get
yeah,
some next
just
time."
yeah, just email me if you've heard anything. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
As they speed
fine,
away,
but
Rude.
like we were able to make it out of the
very
city, no problems.
weird.
Like, oh, okay. But yeah, like
Yeah, that was
he
Wow.
weird.
kind of sucks with like foreshadowing things and like building things up,
K But you
and
guys
that was
caught,
kind
like,
of a
the
bummer
actual
because
one
the game,
foreshadow, though.
It just feels like nothing in the game, nothing in there has real consequences because it's just everything pops up and goes so quickly.
yeah,
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
it just feels so much like fluff that like it's annoying.
Yeah.
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 like yeah, he's
You
just shoving characters in there without like
Uh-huh.
no real build up or
yeah, I
fucking
mean,
Right.
like, even
satisfying
Swan,
conclusion to these characters. Like obviously
I had,
Baron,
like,
Exactly.
that
no
kind of
idea
had
how to
a
feel
but
about Swan.
who?
Did anyone actually feel any way about Swan? And then at the end, they're like, "Oh,
No,
she's
Nah,
actually a good guy," and
no,
I'm like, you
no,
kinda
not at
got
nah,
all.
that vibe. It doesn't really
nah.
matter." Yeah, I just literally felt nothing towards, like, the anxiety that they felt towards that character just because she barged in or
Be-
talked about Scorpio at one point.
exactly.
Like,
There's
I don't
it's the same.
get it.
He just goes like, they're scary. They're scary people. Trust me on that. And then you don't really see them throughout the book.
Yeah,
And then they're like, he's like, oh, you remember these guys? They're pretty scary, right? And you're like, well, but what did they do really?
Yeah, like
They're not really
they never really
kind of
explain
scary.
the
yeah. I was like,
twins. They
"What's
never
the
really explain Swan
Yeah.
what she
deal?"
does. They don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't really explain any
Exactly.
of them.
He's like, she's a warden. Like, oh, that just
Oh,
explains everything, huh? That's
I
okay.
know, like, "Alright."
like
It's like you'll explain
so.
things that you've already explained before in parentheses, but you
Yeah,
won't explain what a warden is. Got it.
yeah. Oh my god.
I
Guys,
forgot.
she's a warden. It makes perfect sense, guys.
Yes, I
Uh,
get it. She's
remember
just
that
not
one?
human.
Remember that thing, warden, that I talked about one time earlier in the book?
Turns out
Yeah,
Swan was
Idiot.
one of them.
She's one of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, what's an MMORPG?
In case you didn't know. Or
Uh,
wait, let me tell you how to enter the dark net with
Just
dot
look it up on the dark
underscore
net.
just
I
look
URL.
it up on.
got it.
Just dark Google it.
Start
Just-
Google it. It doesn't work that way. Well, I didn't find
You open the
Google. Why
back
didn't
door
you
to
just
Google
lead
and
with
then you
that?
type it in there.
Yeah, she's like, it doesn't work that way, but never mind, I found it anyway.
Oh,
Totally.
literally.
Totally
Never
Just
right.
type
mind. I
Google
used my
backwards.
friend's library, and now I
Oh,
know. So
do you
you
think
didn't find it. I mean, you did find it, you just
so? This is just like famous game No Man's Sky.
Oh my god.
Oh,
and I
Bro,
dude,
we're
totally
gonna
thought
get
it was
dropping
the
references.
the Fortnite drop was fucking cringe.
oh
It's
my
like
god, oh my god, I
Uh,
know.
it's
I was
like
like,
oh,
it's just a
"Ew."
Fortnite clone.
I'm like,
and
Actually,
the guy was really
"And
offended. Oh my god,
oh god, let's
he's
not talk
a
about Fortnite."
Jesus, but like
Also, like, I
Uh,
thought that it was gonna be way cooler with, like they're like, "Oh, no, we looked over and saw the game Night Driver," or whatever it's called, and I was like, "Yo, they're gonna play a video game right now, it's gonna, like, take them into the fucking like, where they drove," and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it
Nah.
makes me think we should just go there physically." I'm
You-
like, "Oh, come on."
yeah, they meant literally, like, just go night drive. Damn, this game is so immersive.
Immersive. Let's just
Did,
leave and go
did you
to
also
real life.
did you guys also like not enjoy that? Like this game just apparently doesn't have any fucking rules. There's no structure to this game.
Yeah,
just
the
start
game.
doing
Uh,
it.
Yeah, like
I
you
didn't
just start
mind
doing
that.
it. Like
I
Well,
didn't mind it.
it's like so, but there sometimes like since everything could be a clue, it kind of just felt like how do you even know you're on the right path because the clues tell you like
like
Yeah.
I felt like you just needed
Oh,
to follow discrepancies, and if you follow any discrepancies, it's all the
it
discrepancies
eventually.
are lead you to the game.
so
And
but at the same time, there's that idea that everything's already, like, decided, so it's
sure,
like, you should not really search for shit because 'cause you're just gonna find it. Is that
yeah,
I don't
like
almost?
know.
That's
It,
kinda
it
how I
just
felt,
just
yeah.
sometimes some ways that he found to get to other things just like
Yeah,
it didn't it was like why would that
yeah,
lead you to where you're
yeah.
going? This doesn't make any sense. Like
Jeff
there's
Goldblum.
exactly like you're like
Hard.
what
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
just so they could look at a scar on somebody's arm, you know what I mean? And like
yeah.
none of it just seemed it seemed too loosey goosey. Like there was no
It was
concrete
very
thread they were chasing.
the
right.
only thing is discrepancies. That's it. Like that's all you got
And
to
that's
So,
follow.
not and that's not a good like you know what I mean?
A
That's
rigid
kind of
system. Exactly. I agree.
that's kind of dumb. It's kind of stupid.
how many people call the guy who made Bernstein Bears up and says, "I want to play"? And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just like bears.
um
Did
I should
you
remember.
know
Oh, so
you know
but you did know the different no, you did end up realizing the difference between that when she's playing the game and when she's, like, going to a different stream of, like, realities or whatever you figured that out
talking about
too?
I mean, yeah,
'Cause it's like
but also
when
like
Kay's, like, following a pattern, it's different from when Kay's finding discrepancies. That's playing rabbits. When Kay's following a pattern, they're,
She's
like,
going through
putting
universes. Yeah,
themselves into a different dimension.
or she
Yeah,
is. Yeah, because like
but
yeah.
even still some of those dimension jumps like didn't really matter, honestly. Nothing really
Well, they
changed.
didn't
mm,
I don't think
Like
nothing
they just questioned
so
her
mad
sanity. That's it.
happened. Yeah.
I mean, like what got me kind of mad is they do one where he's like, "Oh God, something's changed," and he can't figure out what it is. And I'm like, okay, like this could be kind of cool. Like this could be like a big like character development point or for him or something like what if he goes to a spot and like um nobody knows who he is or some crazy shit like that, and then it's
Yeah.
like no, David Bowie's still alive, and like that's
I
what you did with that. That's so fucking stupid.
that was
Why? Like
actually
it was
that was, like,
gimmicky.
that was the entire I actually had, like, a full comment about that. It was like, ever since you found out that Sydney Farrow, like, forgot about Kay, after that, every single time Chloe left Kay's side, I was just waiting for Chloe to not remember
Yeah, and in the
Kay
end, it's
or
just
remember
like
anything. And
And
she
then
it's
yeah,
disappears.
she just
Yeah,
disappears, and I'm like,
yeah,
"Wow, I
yeah.
waited
Penny's
she's
so
bouncer.
Like
long
that
for
that
this."
exactly
that could have been a very emotional thing where she has to cope with the
Yeah,
fact that like,
that's the
exactly.
moment I would've
I was waiting for
cried.
that too,
That
but
would've been the moment.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
s- and then he's just like, okay, I guess Chloe's not here. I'll just keep going.
right.
Yeah.
Like
I waited for at least 10 minutes, Chloe. What do you want?
if that she waited she found the like what the seventh herald there, and then like all right,
Yeah.
something's weird
And
going
then
on
check
here.
the bathroom.
So
I
that's when
called you
she
2
Oh,
times.
it makes more sense now because I was like, you open the bathroom door and I actually just figured it was a women's restroom, but now I think about it, it just said vacant. It could have been like a gender neutral bathroom. But I was like, damn, you just went into the women's bathroom. You're a dude.
no, I think she
Like
no,
I
she
will
mentions too that she went through both doors.
Yeah, I
and
know,
then none of them
but
had
then I realized
windows
it's
and shit. Yeah,
probably gender
no,
neutral because it just had the vacant sign on it. So,
That's
but yeah,
disgusting.
it is disgusting. Yo, wait, no. Actually, I did want to say there was one specific part that did foreshadow. Did you catch it at the beginning of
No,
the book?
no.
It
Uh,
foreshadowed like the entire, well, at least the ending of the book to an
well, the
extent.
ending of the book was like that the original like puzzle that she was part of, and
No, but did you find the foreshadowing, like the little like thing that was put in there for you to be like, "Ha, I found it," like a little egg or whatever.
No.
elaborate.
You didn't find it?
And
It's a
what you
Donnie
see?
Darko. When they all go at the after the arcade meeting, they go to everyone goes out to see Donnie Darko right after in the theater. And if you know anything about that movie, have you seen it?
No,
Okay, well,
no idea.
Donnie Darko, I'm gonna spoil the fucking movie
by
for
all
you right
means,
now. But it's one of my all-time favorite movies,
it's over
actually.
10 years old.
Yes,
Oh, then you're good to go.
it's with Jake Gyllenhaal. It was
2001.
yeah, so it's a little old.
Seth
Not
Rogen's
that
in it.
old.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, he
What
is
is?
in it. So basically, that movie is plot is
Oh,
a fucking airplane engine like lands on top of his house and he happened to like be following a bunny rabbit to go like see what was up with that and it landed on his bedroom so he survived it. He didn't get hit by it and all this crazy shit happens with the bunny. It like the bunny makes him do stuff kind of things, but turns out like he thinks it has to do with his medication, but he's like taking placebos. He's basically just going crazy over time and like within like a whole month of all this crazy shit happening, really horrible stuff happening to like people around him and like people being exposed for shitty things. He he basically like his sister goes on vacation with his or goes on a trip with his mom and the plane happened to hit a fucking wormhole and the engine from their plane got caught in it and it was supposed to crash and they were supposed to die in that process. So instead of letting them die in that process, he stays in his bedroom instead of leaving to go follow the bunny rabbit and he dies like sacrifices himself in order to save like the universe kind of deal, save all those people around him and everything. That's like the basic whole plot of the movie. And
huh.
so that's like basically what rabbits is and he even has like the whole bunny rabbit, like you're following the rabbit the whole time too. So if you saw the movie you would have seen that at the beginning of the book and been like, I have an idea of what this whole book's about now.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I never even seen that movie.
All right.
It's
Huh.
awesome. It's really good. I was actually gonna suggest we watch it for like movie club or whatever. So,
Hmm.
but I also
Like
totally
You had
spoiled it.
some
I even
insider
with spoiling
information.
it, it's still really good.
that
So
that haircut Jake Gyllenhaal has is oof.
it's so good. It's so creepy. It's my brother had like he said it fucked him up because he watched it when he was a little kid. And so it's like one of those movies that like does that shit to you. It's really cool. It talks about like time travel. It's really cool. Very cool. So
Yeah, that
I'm
that
nerded out. But
house
yeah,
has
so
a
that was
rat.
like the biggest foreshadow that the book did. And it was like probably the coolest thing it did in my opinion. Because even at the end I was like, damn, they actually did it. They went back to the beginning to
Yeah,
like finish
I wish I had that
the
knowledge. I
movie.
wish I watched that movie. So when they referenced it, I was like, oh, okay, that would be cool.
Yeah. I almost texted you guys to be like, we should watch Donnie Darko real quick.
Huh.
For real.
So
All
yeah.
right, guys. Last question.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to.
Last question.
Don't touch me.
Uh-huh.
Who would you have chosen, Emily or Chloe?
To be with or to
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Hmm.
And
Chloe.
are you okay with Kay's decision?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Chloe and yes.
You
Personally, yeah, I am
Well,
why?
at the
because I
very
got
least, I
weird
would have put
vibes
some
from
fucking
her.
thought into it. I don't know. Like,
The fact that like Chloe is like always like, hey, what's going on? Be honest. Like I'm being honest with you. Like very much like upfront kind of person. Emily's like, you remind me of someone I know. I'm sad. Boo hoo. and just like you don't like, I'm just gonna make out with you now that I see you and the end of the world is happening. Oh, you had a girlfriend even though I haven't seen you in 4 years and you forgot about me and I knew that you forgot about me? Oh my
I
god.
don't. She made it
Like, it
seem
just
like it was a very passionate goodbye. Like it was like it wasn't like a decision made lightly.
no, for
And
sure, like, like,
and
Kate
then yeah, to
leaving,
be
I
forgotten
get that,
about
yeah.
kind of fucking sucks.
No, it does fucking suck, but
So,
I felt like she should have done something earlier on when she found him instead of being like, "Eh,
but at
oh
the same
no, you're
time, like
here."
the K that she knew no longer exists, and so in that aspect, yeah, I'm okay with the decision K made because
Yeah,
the K that left or the K that Emily knows, unfortunately, no
gone,
longer exists, and
yeah,
this K, has different feelings, different emotion connections, and and
Like Chloe's
K,
fat.
this K fell in love with Chloe, so.
Yeah,
yeah,
Chloe definitely probably is caked up. So that's a bonus.
probably.
Oh, no way. Emily's the one who's caked up. You're crazy.
You
I
think
think I
Emily's caked
actually
up?
do
No.
imagine Emily being caked up.
She's walking around in
Yeah,
a pencil skirt, and she's got a fucking gun back there. The
Oh,
only reason they
okay.
don't see that gun is because she's got that dunk.
yeah, I imagine
They
Emily
mentioned in
being
in
caked
in
up
in the
for sure.
elevator, they mentioned that Emily pulls a gun out of her skirt, and
Yeah.
then she grabs or oh, okay, no, never mind. I'm misremembering. That must be Kay puts it in her pants. Never mind.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, that's what it
Oh,
was.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Kay.
No, I
Okay.
totally imagine Emily being caked up and Chloe being kind of like not
Scrawny
much
and
going
gross.
on, but
Or
not
fat.
gross. I mean, a body's a body as long as you
Yeah,
can use it, you know what I mean?
that's gross.
It's not gross.
Or she's covered in moles.
She's covered in moles, you said?
Yeah, well, she has got moles all over her body.
I don't
Ah,
care.
Holy moly.
I don't care.
like I didn't envision Chloe as like gross looking, but like definitely
More,
what
more,
past her
more, more.
pride.
She ain't no
Uh,
Emily, I know that.
and Emily was like
You
that,
know, like,
that like sexy
I
spy lady that
That's
it's
what I'm
also kind of weird
saying.
though,
yeah.
like Kay like kissed Emily's sister and then ends up marrying Emily later on.
That is a
You know
little
what I
weird. I
mean?
I did get confused because I thought I misremembered it and that Anna was the older sister and
No, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Anna
Annie
was
was
the older
definitely
sister,
the
but
younger
like
one.
no, like
Yeah.
it was definitely Emily that kissed Kay
No,
when
it was
they were
Annie
younger.
that kissed no, it was Annie kissed
because
Kay when they were young,
Annie,
they
okay.
were the
and then
same age
yeah,
Oh,
and Emily was older, yeah.
and Kay was in the middle between both of them.
And that's why Kay was like, pretty crazy that, like, I kissed that girl and then she died right after,
right, right, right.
or, like, died at
Yeah,
some point,
yeah, exactly, exactly.
But it turns out he was the one driving,
Yeah.
No,
or he's the one
Yeah,
that pulled the
Kay was the
wheel.
one driving.
he's the one who turned the wheel
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought Kay
because
was the one driving.
they do kind of say that at the end, huh?
They said at the
Yeah.
end, yeah, they said that, "No, you were the one driving," right?
No, it
But
was
why would
you're
he
the one
Or
that
was
drive?
pulled the
it
wheel. Like it was you the one that pulled the
you
wheel.
pulled the wheel?
Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
was.
Yeah,
So
because
and
it
he
was
was
a
driving.
tractor.
Yeah,
He almost hit a tractor.
Right,
which
right.
he thought was a cow or something or
Elk.
deer, elk. Yeah.
Elk was a tractor.
Yes.
All right. So, what do you guys rate this book?
Uh.
6
What
out
are
of
we
10.
using for rating?
Oh
Huh?
yeah, I need to know the scale.
Yeah, we need to know the
Oh,
scale.
I was just gonna do, like A through F.
No, 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 no.
Nah,
What are
but
we using?
yeah.
Using
How many fat dumpers?
uh. All right, I'll go first. I'll give it like 6 seems too weak, so like I don't
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
7 out of 10. See, that seems too strong. 6.5 out of
Yep.
10.
6.5 is the correct answer.
Yeah, because
That's just it's like
because I did like the concept of the game and like I
Yeah,
just kind of wish he would have done more with like
Yeah.
yeah.
these the
At
shadow
least spit on it or
people
something.
going into the other world and like seeing like what fucked up society is just playing with the human race. Um and
Uh-huh.
like they expanded a little bit more on the whole like quantum computer deciding this fucking sentient
Mhm.
life that's deciding,
Yeah,
all the
I
exactly.
had
rule.
so many
What?
theories, and I felt like
And
they touched on so many of them,
yeah,
but
like
not enough.
it's definitely a interesting read. I'm gonna put it in my bookshelf for sure. I'm not gonna be embarrassed by it, but like
Ooh,
I
this
wish.
this might be a gift, the gift away one.
Oh,
Oh, you like books, huh? Here, I got one for you.
Oh, yeah, there you
oh,
go.
that's the bar, huh? Just like in books.
Yeah. Oh, you can read? Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, like um, no, I'll definitely keep it, like
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but like it
And
is,
forget
yeah, like there's definitely more or better mystery books out there for sure.
Mhm.
the one Josue picked a while ago. Rev- Rev- Resurgence. I want to say.
Oh, yeah.
Resurgence.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the third book
No,
we've read
I
that deals with
I
like
picked that book,
erasing
but yeah,
memories and
yeah, Resurgence. Yeah, I picked that book, and that was a better book
Oh,
than
you
this for
picked
sure.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that was pretty
uh
good.
Brian, are you content on your 6.5?
Sure. Yeah. 6.5. Minimal eye contact. Uh,
What are you watching on Netflix
yeah.
as she's
Mostly
jerking
watching the
it?
show in the background. Ask if you're done yet 3 times, and then yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Gift it away.
uh,
Raquel.
Uh-huh.
yeah, Raquel.
Um,
hmm
I don't wanna be that person that says it, but I can't lie, that scene in the enclosed bedroom got way hotter now thinking about it being Kay being a woman, but moving on from that.
But
Yeah,
nothing
it didn't
happens though.
change.
No, but they
Nothing
make
happened.
out, it was like a moment. It
So
was
they
like a
swap some
heated like,
spit.
they're in the
Nothing
dark, they're
happens.
in the
Nothing
dark and
happened.
they grab e oh, come on.
It's like
Yeah.
Get
Well,
get into it.
Lay it on
Get
me. Lay it
into
on
it.
me.
I actually will go with a 7, and I
ooh,
kinda wanna go, like, 7.2, just because, like, this book
For
is
two
it
titties.
was what?
two titties we never got. We never got.
I really like the idea of the game. There
Yeah, the
was,
Right.
like,
game
a
is
lot of
cool.
stuff there were, like, so many details within it that I actually found, like, really fun, like, and realistic in some senses, like, with just, like, the
yes.
whole deep web and all that shit. Um, and
hmm
I honestly, like, I couldn't find myself like, I was really into the book, even though I was, like, frustrated with a ton of things here and there, like, it was it's just the writing that wasn't, like, amazing,
Yes.
but the story was enough that I feel like it's one of those things that like, those fucking, what's that the series that the Divergent series. It's a concept that's good enough that you're like, "Wow, I'm interested in this, and I
Yeah.
wanna be involved in it because I actually really like this whole concept." Even though it wasn't really written super well and it's not like, whatever, you still like it, and that's how I
Good
feel about
setting,
Rabbit.
bad execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's not even bad
Not bad,
execution, it's
but
just,
Just
like,
wasn't used to
it's
his
just
full
not great
potential.
yeah. It had a
Yeah.
nice
Yeah. Yeah.
tease,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I
they
agree.
Which
did
I would
a
still
very
Super
like, it
bad
lazy.
says
job.
yeah, like, it says the game continues, and I do find myself, like, being like, "Yeah, I kinda wanna keep reading and see what more they talk about." But I love, like, everything about, like, what the book has as the ideas in it, like quantum theory and, like, video games and all that shit just sounds just so fucking cool, like, real world shit, like, of doing the game in the real world, I mean. So
It's
enough of it was, like, for me to really enjoy it. I just yeah, some of the writing just made it, like I still would tell people, like, "Yeah, you would totally be into it if you're okay with the book not being written super fucking well." But, like, a story's a
Yeah.
story. I can't tell you how many stories I read that I'm like, "Ugh," you know?
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah,
At the
book
end of the
bad.
day,
All
at
right.
the,
So I'm giving it a C minus. All right, everybody. Well, that's
Yeah.
another one of
That's
these
a
episodes in the
that's a
can.
7
hell yeah.
7.5.
Let's go. Who's picking a book? What are we reading next, Raquel?
Oh, next we're reading, and I wonder if you guys will find the reference. Invisible Cities.
Oh shit! Oh, you did that, huh?
I did
You,
it.
you
Invisible
pulled it.
Cities by
You pulled it right out of
Italo
there.
Calvino. I wasn't going to do something like that, obviously, but then when they talked about it, I was like, I wonder how good of a book that'll be. And there's just people talk about it everywhere, and I've never fucking heard of it. I'm like, man, should I be embarrassed that I've never heard of this book?
Yeah.
And it's such a short book that I'm like, yeah, let's just fucking do it.
All right, we're doing it. All right, everybody, say fucking good night.
Good night.
Fucking good night.
Oh, sorry. Fucking good night.
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 I don't know,